From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Friday, July 15th, 2022. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. The Rapid City Police Department is seeking the public's help with any information about a shooting reported Thursday morning in the 1700 block of North Maple Avenue. Security camera footage obtained by the RCPD shows images of a vehicle of interest, a gray Nissan Armada. They believe the drivers of the vehicle may have exchanged gunfire with another vehicle. No injuries have been reported. Anyone with any information about the vehicle or the incident should contact the Rapid City Police Department at 605-394-4131. A 66-year-old man suffered life-threatening injuries in an accident that happened on I-90 Thursday. The South Dakota Highway Patrol says the man was riding a Harley-Davidson motorcycle westbound on I-90 when he was struck from behind by a GMC Sierra pulling a utility trailer at mile marker 50. The motorcycle was in the passing lane and had slowed down to get by a large box of plumbing supplies that had fallen out of the back of a pickup onto the interstate. The male, who was not identified, was not wearing a helmet and was airlifted to Rapid City Hospital. The driver of the GMC Sierra, 64-year-old Anthony Schultz, was not hurt and charges are pending against him. The Sturgis Motorcycle Rally begins in 3 weeks, and public safety during the largest tourism event in South Dakota was the topic of discussion at Camp Rapid on Wednesday. More than 100 people representing a variety of organizations were on hand to talk about such things as monitoring weather patterns and types of visitors to expect during the rally. South Dakota Public Safety Secretary Craig Price says the forum allows community leaders to familiarize themselves with anything that could happen. The rally officially begins on Friday, August 5th. In national and international news, here is the latest on the war in Ukraine. Rescue teams with sniffer dogs combed through the debris in a central Ukrainian city on Friday, looking for people still missing after Russia's devastating missile strike a day earlier that killed at least 23. Russian forces pounded other sites in a painstaking push to wrest territory from Ukraine and try to soften the unbending morale of its leaders, civilians, and troops. The cruise missile strikes on Vinnytsia, launched by a Russian submarine on Thursday, marked the latest incidents to take civilian lives and fan international outrage since President Vladimir Putin launched the military invasion of Ukraine more than 4.5 months ago. The House is expected to vote on 2 bills that would restore and guarantee abortion access nationwide. It's the Democrats' first attempt at responding legislatively to the Supreme Court's seismic decision overturning Roe v. Wade. The legislation coming to the floor Friday stands almost no chance of becoming law, with support lacking in the 50-50 Senate. Yet it marks the beginning of a new era in the abortion debate as lawmakers, governors, and legislatures grapple with the impact of the High Court's decision. The ruling is expected to lead to abortion bans in roughly half the states. Long lines are back outside food banks around the U.S. as working Americans, overwhelmed by inflation, increasingly seek handouts to feed their families. Many people are coming for the first time amid the skyrocketing grocery and gas prices. The food banks struggle to help even as federal programs provide less food, grocery store donations wane, and cash gifts don't go nearly as far while U.S. inflation hits a 40-year high. Charitable food distribution has remained far above amounts given away before the coronavirus pandemic, even though demand tapered off somewhat late last year. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mostly sunny with afternoon thunderstorms possible and a high of 93. 66 for the low tonight. This weekend, expect highs in the mid to upper 90s. And that was your Daily Slice for Friday, July 15th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Chrissy Davies and Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.